Hey,
Hello, how's it going?
what's up, Maestro?
Hey, what's going on?
I seen you online. I said, let me drop in and say hello to the gang.
Oh, yeah. Hey, great to see you. I'm here with Kathy Fitzpatrick, man. Welcome.
How's it going, Kath? Kathy Fitzpatrick. What are we doing tonight?
Well, in the room, man. It was just talk about wrestling, life, etc. You name it.
What's the agenda? What's on the agenda?
um, well, agenda is to just sit back, have fun, and just chat away.
No better way to talk about it.
hmm Absolutely.
Is Brady on today? Hicks? Ooh,
Oh man. Okay, there you are.
yeah,
Brady will be back next week. He had some things he had to attend to, unfortunately, this week, but he'll be back next week for sure. So we're holding the fort down for him.
Justin Rice, WCW Retro. Is that what you're watching? No, that's 122.
No, that's the podcast I'll be hosting this Thursday.
Oh, nice, nice.
WCW Retro, yeah,
I'll definitely have to tune in for that one as well.
yeah, it should be a good time. Our guest Thursday will be Derek Vanderfort. He's
Nice.
a wrestler slash manager slash promoter for Trans South Wrestling.
Oh, sick. That's a That's some decent accolades right there.
Yeah, he's a man a man of many trades.
Nice. So he's watching anything? He's watching any matches? Are you watching anything on the TV right now?
we were Kathy and I were discussing Monday Night Raw and some of the matches that will be going on for Saturday night's main event.
Nice. What's coming up? I haven't watched it in a while. What's the main storyline at the minute?
Oh gosh, what is Saturday night's main event? Some of the matches that were announced last night on Raw was Cody Rhodes is taking on Jacob Fatu. Um the women's tag team championship, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky are taking on Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez.
That's a that
And
that
then,
storyline's been going on a while now, isn't it? Rhea and those two.
yeah. And then they have a four-way for the number one contendership, the Drew McIntyre's WWE Championship. And I'm trying to remember the four guys that's going to be involved. One of them's Randy Orton. The other one is Damian Priest.
Nice.
Um, and the other two escapes the names escape me, but there'd be four guys going after the number one contendership, and the winner of that match will take on Drew McIntyre, I think, at the Royal Rumble.
Nice. Is that the is that Gunther and AJ as well, or is that later?
No, yeah, Gunther. That's one match I forgot to mention, Kathy. Thank you for reminding me. um, uh, Gunther's taking on AJ Styles, and if AJ Styles loses, he has to retire.
Oh, so is he actually retiring, or are you just playing off of the whole Cena thing?
No,
I
he is
think,
retiring this year.
Oh wow.
yeah,
Wow.
wow,
Hopefully it's
yeah,
later. I hope they can keep people believing the next match is the last one. That would be decent. And
right,
wait. Well, I suppose Mania is coming up soon too, right? So they might even do it then. Or are they
yeah,
planning to do it as soon as possible?
yeah. It's hard to believe. Oh my gosh. Um, Kathy, I mean, what do you think about that? AJ Styles, man.
You know, as long as I've known him, I think I can tell it's been wearing on him.
Hmm.
And even I talked to Luke Gallows last week about that. And he said, yep. He said he's going to retire. I mean, his oldest son just graduated high school. It's been a
Yeah.
while.
Mm.
His style as well. It's gonna catch up on you, isn't it? That kind of style. The way he wrestled. Well, the way he's been wrestling in Japan and TNA. definitely will catch up on you.
Yeah, for doing that style as long as he's been doing. I mean, that's
It's
that's a
impressive.
testament, right there.
AJ's
I
one of
mean,
the
I
best.
can see him actually going as soon as after he retires a bit. He'll be out on the autograph circuit making
Right.
tons of money.
Oh yeah, he'll be a huge attraction for anybody with those signings.
We were just talking about the match that Finn Balor had with CM
Right.
Punk and that in Raw. I mean, what a fantastic main event that was.
That was in my country.
Yeah, the Belfast, right?
Yeah, Northern Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah, man. What ovation he got too, and he came out to his old entrance. I mean, it was
Yeah.
pretty amazing.
Yeah. He even forgot to do his own entrance at the start of it. I think it's been that long. Because
Yeah,
the
remember he got
beats
the camera and said that he couldn't. The crowd was so loud he couldn't hear the
couldn't
music.
hear this music. That's probably why he missed it, because he missed his beat when he's supposed to do his hand raise.
Man, he's still in fantastic shape, man. I mean,
Oh
it's
yeah.
amazing. Oh my
Yeah.
God,
He's
amazing.
always been like ripped like that.
And that I think honestly that's probably one of CM Punk's best matches since he's been champion.
Right, yeah.
That night with Finn. I mean, they turned it out.
Well, CM Punk hasn't really had a lot of like really great CM Punk matches as late in general. I don't think, has he?
They've been okay.
Yeah.
I just think that Finn really brought out the best in him last
Right.
night.
Right.
And like just to show how good Finn is. I mean, Finn's one of those guys. He can make a broomstick look like a superstar.
Right. Yeah, you can wrestle around anything.
Yeah, and still looks fantastic. I mean, gosh, I mean, it amazes me how a guy like Finn has been in the back. They show vignettes of him in the back playing video games and all that, and and this guy's got, I mean, star all over him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, he's down to earth. He has a very sleeper build as well. You see him in person, he doesn't look like, he looks so small. And it's not until he takes off his top, but then he's like, I think it's more of an illusion that he's bigger though, because he is so shredded. Like, he's really cut. His muscles are
Right.
really defined. So I think he's definitely a smaller guy, but I think he looks bigger. Kind of the way like Randy Orton used to be. Well,
Right.
now Randy Orton's obviously jacked as well, but the way he used to be just really cut, and he looked as well. He's tall too, I guess, though, because Finn is quite small.
Yeah. Kathy and I were talking about after the match when Finn Balor made his speech, and he was telling about this is the first time in like 15 years that he got to spend his mother's birthday with her.
Wow,
And
yeah.
she was sitting in the ringside, and he had the audience chanting happy birthday to his mother there. I mean, that was amazing.
Yeah, I know when I'm not sure how true this is, but I know that he used to, so before he was signed to WWE, apparently they offered him a contract many a times, but he said no because he used to like the freedom to come home a lot, and he also loved the fact that he was this megastar in Japan, and when he was in Ireland, he was a nobody because no one watched Japanese wrestling. So him saying that makes sense, because I guess like it's not really worth it to be going home to Ireland on a 7-hour plane for like a day and a half and then coming back to, it doesn't really give you the freedom. So
Oh gosh.
yeah.
Oh man, and talk about jet lag.
Yeah.
I can't. Oh my god, I can imagine.
No,
Crazy.
well, they're traveling on the road like crazy anyway, right?
Oh yeah. I mean,
You've
the other
been
night.
on the road.
Oh yes, I totally get it.
Yeah.
I totally get it. Oh man.
What's the biggest I guess plane ride or car journey you've done?
Oh, you name it. I've like the flights to Japan, flights to Mexico, flights to Canada, Australia. Oh, just different parts of the world. I mean, you just lose all track of time. you do so much traveling.
Right.
Literally see yourself coming and going in terminals.
Who did you ride with?
Uh, it varies. People, sometimes I'm by myself, and
Right.
then I meet up later with some of the guys and gals, and
Right.
so it varied. Depends on where I was going, I guess.
Yeah. What area you're in? Yeah.
Right. Um, but yeah, you and Kathy, we mentioned we were talking about AJ Styles and everything. I mean, it's hard to believe like AJ Styles and Finn Balor, who was like, you know, that they were long ago they were the young stars of the business. Now they're the grizzled veterans, right?
Yeah.
Winding down their careers. It's
Mm.
so surreal. It really is.
You know, I
Which is
every
go on.
I
Sorry.
compare it to. I knew AJ when he had short hair. That's who I
Right.
have to compare it to.
Yeah.
Clean cut
Um.
AJ.
Yeah. And so the irony of it all too. I mean, their careers have been so parallel. You
Right.
Yeah.
know, both of them at one time members of the Bullet Club,
Yeah.
and it's just amazing the journey those two have had.
Definitely. Which is kind
Yeah,
of funny as well because like you say like they're older now, but that's like almost the average age of the WWE superstars now.
isn't that
A lot
crazy?
of their it is. They've kept themselves in such great shape that they've pushed the age limit. Because it used to be like mid to late 30s, right? Now it's like 40s. Like people in their 40s are just getting the WWE title right now. And it's like their big push, and that's normally when you're laying on the mat for people to skyrocket their careers. But it's crazy that they have such longevity now. Like if AJ won the belt tomorrow, would anybody be surprised or mad about it? No, I don't think so.
No,
You
you
know.
know, hon- honestly, I mean, it is amazing to me that Finn hasn't held more world title reigns than he's
Right.
had.
Yeah, I think he said the problem with him was when he was under Vince, and they did the You remember the gimmick where he like turned into the demon?
Yes,
He recently had said that because of that gimmick, Finn was never good enough anymore, and he'd only win big matches as that. And Finn Balor started to be perceived in the back, like the locker room, like oh he's not really as good as the Demon, so he never really went over anymore. And he said that was kind of like he was happy to see the Demon go because he was able to kind of resurrect himself, his character.
right,
It makes sense though, doesn't it? Like you're doing this character that's undefeated. So obviously you're gonna have to be loser for the character when you're normal, and then you just get seen as because you get typecasted there quickly, right?
right, and it kind of you and that character had a certain mystique about it too.
Right, right. It did, and that's how they started looking at him because he was doing it in Japan. He was
Right.
doing the character. Yeah, but they put their own little tweak on it with the red light. I don't think people like that. Um,
Well,
but
they gave Bray Wyatt a hard time with that too, with he's doing the
yeah,
Fiend.
they try too much, I think, and it's hard to keep up too much all the time. You
Hmm.
know, like if you remember like the Undertaker stuff, it was like when he was doing the ministry, it was always far like in between. They didn't try to go all out every week. Like
Right.
when they hung the boss man, like that was a big moment, and then they put Austin on the the, the Undertaker symbol. Like
Hmm.
these were all spread out. I feel like with the Fiend, they were trying to top the last thing every time he was seen again. And I think it's hard to get people to write for that all the time.
And towards the end, I don't really think they understood Bray Wyatt's vision.
Right.
You know what I mean? And creative because I mean, Bray was a creative genius.
Right, and that's funny because all you have to do is if you don't know what to do, just go to the talent and ask them, "What do you think?"
Right.
You'll get a lead. You'll get some sort of direction because it's hard to do something you don't like. It's very hard.
Oh yeah. But if there's no passion in it,
Right.
it's difficult.
And
Very
next of all,
difficult.
you're in a match sponsored by Slim Jim, Mountain Dew, in black light. That was like it's crazy that's the match they gave him before ultimately he passed. Like he's in a black lit ring with Mountain Dew all over the
No, the
place.
Mountain Dew drink. Yes. You remember that, Kathy?
I'm sorry, what was that, Stroud?
Remember the Mountain Dew match that um, Bray Wyatt had with LA
Oh,
Knight?
LA.
oh my God, yeah.
I wasn't even mad at the idea of it. It was so more about Mountain Dew than it was about the boys. That was the
Right.
problem for me.
Kind of like Slim Jim now.
Yeah,
You always see a Slim Jim table wherever you
right.
see the show. It's crazy.
I remember
Uh,
when Rey Mysterio wrestled Dominic at Mania. I remember they had the father son match against each other, and it was just
yeah.
cinnamon toast crunch all over the place. And it's like, what are we doing? Like, we're supposed to take this serious, and you have a cinnamon toast crunch mascot just dancing at the side. It's like, what the
Oh
fuck
my
are we
gosh.
doing? It's like one of the biggest stories going into that Mania.
Oh man. God, those man. That's advertisement for you.
Mm.
Oh goodness gracious.
Yeah, going
Uh,
back to Finn though, I also feel like he's really elevated everybody in that group though. I think he's had like he's like come almost like the captain in the background of the Judgment Day,
right.
and I think everybody around them benefited from like Dominic got really over. Damien became the champion. Rhea is their own thing now, and I think he was a big part of like elevating everybody around them.
Right. Right. I've been anticipating for the longest time, and it seemed the way they were building up a while back to eventually have a showdown with Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor.
Right,
And I still hope that happens, right? Because I really think that could be a big payoff, like towards the WrestleMania
right.
for those two.
That would be a great match.
I think so.
Oh man,
Who
I'm
who do
I'm,
you, who
I'm
goes
excited
face?
for it.
Who goes face and who goes heel in that?
I'm thinking Finn will go babyface.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah, but it could go. You know what? I could be wrong. It could go either. You know what I mean?
Kathy
I'm
has other
kind of
words,
thinking that maybe Dominic is getting close to turning.
Right. So
which
I
is
mean,
funny because he had Go Away at the start, and now look at him. It's crazy. Like he's struggling to keep people from cheering his name.
see, that's the beauty of it. I mean,
Yeah.
you can see either guy going either way, babyface or heel, going into it. But it's going to be an incredible match when they
Yeah.
square off in the ring.
Absolutely. Who did he have Logan lined up for?
Logan Paul,
Hmm.
I'm not sure. I mean, so far he's just been aligning himself with the Vision.
Right. Yeah.
I know he's going to be at the Rumble. They announced him for the Rumble. He'll be part of the Rumble.
Yeah, because he like although he's not like he's a very athletic wrestler, but like he wouldn't be the most technical. But what I think is great about him, it's like watching Shane McMahon wrestle in a way where it's just these big moments throughout the match, and you leave going that was a great match, but there wasn't necessarily any art to it. It was just this
Right.
big moment here, this big moment there. Very rememberable matches Logan has.
Yeah. So far he's been announced for the Rumble. Cody Rhodes is
Mhm.
going to be at the Rumble, and
Who
I
who's
feel rather.
who's the likely winner? Who is there anybody that they're teeing up right now?
You know, there's not really a certain person that I know, but I mean, there's rumors that
Right.
it could be like a Roman Reigns or somebody like that. But I'm not really sure, honestly, at this point.
Yeah. I feel like Roman Reigns is so big. Does he really need the Rumble win? Like, I feel like that's a good elevating. That the Rumble's a great elevator for somebody. Like for Cody, it was perfect because he had never won it before. Like
Right.
he'd never won the title. So 2 times in a row was like, whoa, we'll do it this year. But I feel like Roman has already been there, done that for everything. That it's not really like he should be able to just go for a belt.
It'd be nice to see somebody get elevated to the
Yeah.
main event spot, kind of like with Jey Uso last year.
What is there any sign of like Sami Zayn or anything doing it, or is he? I haven't watched it in a while. Is he not in the picture?
Well, I know Sammy's one of the guys in the four-way this week in the Saturday night's main event who would
Right,
get for the number one contendership, the Drew McIntyre's title.
right.
So,
So he is in the title picture somewhere.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Uh, oh, yeah, Trick Williams is in that match, too.
Trick Williams?
Yes, he won. They had matches on SmackDown last week, and the winners will face each other, this week in the Saturday night's main event. And Trick won his match, so he'll be opponent the four guys.
What do you think of the Oba Femi guy?
Kathy and I were just talking about that. I'm really excited for his main roster debut. I think he's going to be a big star.
Yeah. What do you think of his walk to the ring?
I think it's great. I
Yeah.
love the strut.
I remember when I first seen it, I was like, "What is he doing?" I thought he was like just feeling it, but then I was like, "Oh, that's his entrance." He's a like well in the modern day roster, he's like a beast. There's not many
Oh yes,
people like big like that anymore.
and
I
I
don't.
thought him and Cody had a really good match the last Saturday
Yeah,
night's main event.
people didn't
What do
like
you
the
think,
end.
Kathy?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I thought it was good too. That was the Cena one, right? The Cena.
Yeah. I'm looking for big things for Oba.
Oh, but
No
yeah.
pun intended, but big things ahead.
Yeah, he's very, very decent.
Um, but yeah, it's time to have the new wave of talent really be showcased, more or less.
Yeah, yeah. It's hard to let go and give someone a shot. When you've got a roster like they have now.
And
There's a
speaking of Gunther, man, what a year he had.
yeah. Gunther always has a very silent year. Like he's always in the background, but when you look back, oh my god, he actually did a lot. Like even his intercontinental reign year, I thought he was a silent killer. There was always a big story at the main event, but I always thought like he's doing the best stuff. And you look back and you go, oh my god, like what a year he's had again.
I
He's one of
mean,
the best. He's brilliant.
he's retired Bill Goldberg.
Yeah,
He's retired John Cena,
yeah.
and now he's has a
On the
retirement
cusp.
match with AJ Styles. Crazy.
That's why it'd be good if AJ actually won it because people are probably going to expect Gunther to do it again since AJ is
Right.
10. Just to prolong it a month or two. But I
Now,
think that'd be clever just to make him win, and people are like, oh, like shocked.
when Gunther beat John Cena,
Yeah,
did you hear all the people saying, "Oh, that was ridiculous"? I think it was the proper thing to do. What about your guys? What about your opinions?
I
but
totally agree. My end.
yeah, for me, I like anything that you don't expect. So like, if people are really mad about Cena not winning, that's a good thing to me because that's like actual real emotion. We're not playing along booing because he's the bad guy. We're actually mad, like sitting at home
Right.
mad. So I think that's the right decision. If you got real emotion where you're like, I'm not watching this again, then you got, and that's
Hmm.
that's
Yep.
the art of it. And
Absolutely.
it's hard to do that now because although like there's a lot of people watching wrestling and it's very popular, we're all in on it in a way. We're all
Yeah.
Hmm.
go- we're all going along with he's the good guy, who's the bad guy. Taking part almost. So to
Right.
be really really mad, like legit mad, where you're writing on Twitter, that's a good thing.
That's right. Emotions, everything.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah.
back in the 50s, people were that mad when their favorite wrestler lost. They were
Mhm.
really mad, or
Oh
even later
yeah.
in the 50s. But I don't think the wins and losses matter that much. Like stuff shouldn't always go the way you want it in wrestling. Otherwise, what's the point even watching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also they're building. Looks like they're building for a feud on SmackDown end with Jade Cargill and Jordan Grace for
That's
the
a
women's
funny one
title.
there. The way
Yeah.
the way these are two top girls, and they were just in other companies not too long ago. Now they're like top of the WWE. But that is a good dynamic, I guess. Like the two muscular girls.
Oh yeah. And I mean Jordan Grace, man, what she's come a long way.
Absolutely. Yeah, she definitely took the bull by the horns, if you will, on like getting a body change, because she went from just another indie person who never looked like making it to being looking like a star, you know.
Hmm.
So you have to give her our props for that.
I
Well, they
think it
got.
was pretty neat to see
Uh huh.
well, Daria on TNA.
Who?
Yes. Yeah.
Sonya Deville.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry. She's on TNA now. You said.
Yep.
Oh,
They just debuted for AMC, actually, the
oh,
channel
really?
Yeah.
AMC.
I was her driving instructor when she was in high school.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's funny. She's always had a good look to her. She always brought good energy when like on TV.
Oh, Stro, just
Yes.
to go off the subject real fast. I won't be working the election polls anymore
Okay.
because I am now running for councilwoman of my town.
Oh
All
wow,
right. Congratulations. That's awesome.
very.
So last night at a meeting, we were talking about, things. So I said, well, how about if I got some people to shoot like promos for me?
Hmm.
And a couple people know about wrestling, but some don't. So
Right.
one guy goes, well, who are you going to get? I said, well, Demolition,
Oh
Right.
wow.
Powers of Pain, and Booker.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And then one lady goes, can we get Booker to come to raise money for our group?
Oh, we lost him. Did you say Booker?
Booker T.
Oh, Booker T. How do you know all the people that work? What did you do in the business?
Um, I've been around the business for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my best friend was Sherry Martel,
Oh wow.
and she introduced me to Booker and Stevie, and made them my brothers.
So were you like in behind the scenes, or what did you do?
Well,
And
in
how
the
did
in
you?
the very beginning, I did a lot of driving the guys and everything to shows.
Oh, nice.
Um, I ran the front door for ECW.
Very nice.
Um, did you see any of the Dark Side of the Rings?
I did see them. Yeah.
I was on the Sherry Martel one.
Oh, I must check it out again and see it. They're actually very good documentaries. They are.
Yeah, they did a very good job on them.
The only thing I didn't like about them was that like they were very like about a subject, but then I felt like they started to go like more of like they were, they might be telling the truth, but I felt like they became more hit jobs on certain people, and that's not what I was watching it for. I watched it like because the different stories that were on there,
Hmm.
like the brawl for all, for instance, like It was just this crazy tournament. I loved all of that, but I felt like it was very attacking. A lot of dudes after they finished.
Yeah, right.
Didn't like that, but I must watch the Sherry Martel one again.
It was
I
really
remember
good.
after I watched the Brawl for All, I called Bart Gunn. I'm laughing. I went.
Oh
He
wow!
goes. He goes. Oh hell, hon, you were there for all of it. I went. Yeah, this is true.
That was a great one. That was a really good episode. I love the way Bart Gunn as well was like a nobody to them
Yep.
backstage, and then he just goes
Right.
and wins it. It's like a real good story. Because that's the thing, you don't know. Like you see them on TV, and they're these tough guys, but you don't know who actually are the tough guys. It's always the guys like who aren't really getting the big push, and they all found out very quickly.
I found out a long time ago that like the legit tough people in our industry are really the nicest people.
Right.
Yeah.
And the prima donnas are always the jerks.
Yeah. They're already confident in themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's pretty cool. That's getting in those documentaries, getting to be on the road with all the boys and the girls back in the day. That's pretty sick.
Yeah. I
Hopefully
actually
that continues.
I sent a thing to my the girl that's helping me write my book,
Right.
and I said, I can't remember what stories did I send you, and she gave me the list. I said, okay, now I can start again.
Yeah, because some start coming back to the mind. I bet. Are you producing the book? Are you,
Yeah, I'm starting to write a book. A friend of mine years ago told me, why don't you write about all your travels with everybody and everybody you've met and everything. So that's what
right.
I'm doing.
So is it going to be a biography, or is it going to be like a more of like a storytelling of different times? You get what I mean?
Just story time. Just stories.
Okay. I like
How's
And
that
that.
matter of
coming
fact,
along?
matter of fact, Howard and Mozart, Matt Mandis, they're going to have me start doing a segment tomorrow. Story time with Kathy.
That's a great.
Nice.
It's a great
Nice.
segment, to be honest.
Kathy,
Um,
how's that coming along for you?
It's getting there, Stro. You know,
it'll take some time
I'll
for sure.
write a little and then I'll stop and I'll write a little more and you know and it's like you know I don't want to say nasty things about people and I'm not,
Right.
but
Mhm.
I know people are like, well, what are you going to put about ECW when you left? I left. I went through a rough time. It was
Right.
right after Joey Morella passed,
Mhm.
and I had been dating him,
Hmm.
and it took the toll on me. And a couple people decided didn't want me there, so they helped make my decision.
Right.
Yeah, no big deal. I went on. I still talk to Paul.
Mhm.
I saw Taz at a convention, and he gave me a big hug and everything. I still talk to everybody,
Right.
but it just I wasn't there anymore. No big deal.
Yeah. Are you gonna do an audiobook with it too?
That I would love to do.
Yeah, that's what I like. I like to listen to audiobooks.
I just don't know who I contact about doing it that way.
Right.
Mm.
I'm sure you could. There should be like a studio, a small studio you can get down to. You can even pay someone to read it for you. There's a lot of services like that.
Yeah, it's you know, you remember stories and then you
Hmm.
think, oh wait, forgot that part, and then
Right.
add this to it, and I mean, as long as I know Rey Mysterio, I remember first meeting him in seeing him in WCW,
Hmm.
um, WWE. Every time he came back, you know, going to Baltimore, hanging out with him and Dom after a show. It's it's a lot.
Mm.
Yeah, I bet it is. Yeah, and then some things will have to be missed from the stories too. But that kind of reminds me of Brian Gewirtz's book.
Yeah.
His book is very like all over the place, and it's kind of big moments that he just talks about in his career. So it's not necessarily about him. It's just it's just what was happening in the moments, like when John Cena and The Rock met, and the fact that they legit didn't like each other, and it was just him giving the whole background of the backstage. Very entertaining. So it sounds like you'd be doing something like that, and that'll be very very good read.
I can't wait. Can't wait, Kathy. Can't wait.
Yeah.
It's so funny, I took a student driving today, and he was very nervous for his road test. So I was talking to him, and he was a big wrestling fan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, he was just so excited just to talk about wrestling.
That's awesome.
Tell him. Yeah. My phone is on 3% right now, so
okay.
good off. But are you on tomorrow night again?
Now, Matt Madness with Howard Morgan and Mozart will be on tomorrow
That's right. Yeah.
at the same time, and then the podcast I'm on, the WCW Retro, will be on Thursday, the day after.
I can never find the podcast. I always go into this link that Brady gave me a long time, and that's how I watched him through the back, like in the background. So I watched them as user on. I can never watch them from YouTube. I can never find them.
Well, go to vocnation.com.
vocnation.com.
And then it will have a list of like upcoming shows and archives of the old shows, and you'll have a whole list of you can check out.
Yeah, I'll check that out. Okay, I'm gonna head because my phone's about to die. So.
Hey, great to hear from you.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be there Thursday to watch the show again.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely keep in touch.
Yep, have a good one.
Oh, you too. Have a great week. Thank you. That was awesome, Kathy.